thrill seekers, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a bit of a revisit on the VAX Eclipse, or better known as the 8000 or the 8100 SX. I'm going to be focusing on the 81000 SX today. This was a video request from Robin, who wanted to see this. His YouTube channel is Pneumatic. So I do have, as you can see, I have both here. The 8000 is the lower model, the 8100 SX is the higher model. They're virtually identical, but I believe the 8000 it only has a 1000 watt motor. This one has a 1200 watt. The cord on this I think is a little bit shorter. And they both have variable power, and the 8100 SX comes with a few extra tools that I'll go through, but basically they both have onboard tools on the back, and they both came with these washing systems, just like a tank, which I'll show you in a bit, hose rods, and like the solution line and the nozzles. So this is actually my third one. I had one when I was a kid and then got rid of that. I bought another one probably about 2009 that got damaged in the post. The hood all broke, and a friend showed me this one on eBay, so I picked this one up. And between the two I managed to make one pretty much complete model. But also when I got the 8000, which luckily was local because I have never seen an 8000 ever, they must be so rare. That's a refurbished model. They refurbished several of these back in the 90s, and that actually came in the box, and it actually came with a lot of parts which were unique to the 8100, so I stole the parts from that to complete the 8100 SX. The only thing I don't have for this is the manual, but I have, and the box, and like the other bottle of juice, but I've pretty much got everything else. So they made these, I had to take some notes, they made these September 93 to August 94, so they only made them for about 12 months, both machines. They made 34,000 8000s and about 88,000 8100 SXs. The plastic is very fragile on these and it's really prone to breaking, and I think both of these have slightly discoloured in the loft, this one more so, unfortunately, probably due to the heat cycling up there. The serial number on this one dates it to June 94. Unfortunately, because the 8000 is refurbished, it doesn't have the original serial number, so I'm not quite sure how old that one is. Though this sticker does say 893, but that's just the part number, to do with the part number, so I'm guessing that's either a very, very early one, or it's just because of its part number on the sticker. Anyway, the machine itself, what can I say, it's just a big lump of plastic really. They're not the best machines to use. Just pop the bag off, you see it already. We've got a nice bag full indicator on these. You can probably see the difference in the colour on the plastic. They use these polypropylene bags, which are basically like a HEPA flow. You have a genuine pack of 3 there with filters apparently. Yeah, the bag just pops in. These fill tubes they're so small. There's a little clip down here, and I think we can remove the hose with it from the back. So a little filter down here. There is another filter underneath the machine that I won't be showing you, but it is like a permanent filter, and you're just recommended to vacuum it out periodically. Put that in. There we go. So there's a height adjustment here to adjust the height of the hood. You use some type of clutch system. There's a brush roll underneath. Another filter at the front here. I do have a nice curved shape to them. Profile view. I'll show you this side. There's the variable power. There's the bag check level. We have a level for vacuuming, dry of course, and then we have a level maximum for when you're washing. We have the attachments on the back. I'll show you the rear of this. Just pull the cord off for now. They have little labels on them, so it actually says this is a carry handle, but I would not recommend carrying the machine with that handle. It's actually snapped off on the 8000 and been glued on by the previous owner. The plastics are just so brittle and these machines are so heavy. You want to lift them up from here or from the base. So we have sort of onboard tools, on-off switches up here. There's a little dusting brush here. Quite stiff bristles on that. But I do love the way the tools just all clip on. It's really nice. Nice little crevice tool. There's a set of extension tubes here. Very nicely compacted, and then we have the hose here. Nice and flexible, this one. Probably not particularly long, to be honest. I'll show you how that incorporates with the tank layer. But basically the tank's slot on the back here, and this hose goes in the top of the tank to create the suction in there for the shampooing. And we have this spills pickup tool. Just pop it off. This is unique to the 8100 SX, and this actually came with the 8000, and I just stole it and put it on this. And this is, if you'd like to spill a drink or some liquid on the floor, it will suck up a very small amount. 150 millilitres, which it's not much. It's like a normal glass is like 250 ml. So really, it's a bit useless. That very nicely just clips in. Unfortunately, even on this one, the clip is actually broken on mine, and the clip is also snapped on this, but it just all slots together with a bit of friction, luckily. Okay, so there is a little upholstery tool. I believe this only came with the 8100 SX. Again, it came with the 8000 through the refurbishment. I just put it with this machine. Just turn it back. The 8100, I believe, was the only one which came with this wall bracket. So you'd mount this on the wall, and then the tank, the shampooing tank, would mount onto this. You could put your metal extension tubes in there, and then you'd drape your shampooing hose over the top, and that was nice storage. Again, that came with the 8000, but I believe it only actually came with the 8100. Put that over there. And all the shampooing tools, all these little tools, they can all fit in these tanks as well for storage, which is really nice. So we also have a VAX 8000 series assembly and care kit. I don't know if these ever came with them, but it's just a screwdriver and a nice metal flexible tool to unclog the pipes in it, which is just fantastic. That's exactly what you want with your vacuum cleaner. So shampooing side, we have basically it's a double tank system. We have a clean water tank. You put all your solution in. It's not very big. It probably holds maybe like 4 litres. I'm not too sure. Yeah, clean water tank there. This relies purely on gravity and suction through the head, because some of the earlier VAXes, they use the exhaust air to slightly pressurise the water to force it down the tubes. This has no pump or anything like that. No air pressurisation, so it just relies on gravity and the suction through the head to pull the solution through. This is the dirty water tank, quite an interesting shape. Here's the little aperture to empty it via, a little carry handle. This one is quite big inside. Unfortunately, the 8000 I haven't cleaned up, and everything on there is just a bit nappy. This is where the hose on the back would go into the top here to create the suction in here, and there's the inlet port for your wet extraction pipe. If I just remove this and show you, there's a little filter to stop dirt getting sucked back up, or possibly water splashing, because it doesn't matter if you get a bit of fluff go back up, it's just going in the vacuum. But there is your float unit, so there's a little bit in here which rises up and it will push that ball up, which will then get sucked up and block the airflow if the water level gets too high. We'll just pop all this back. The filter set, I believe it comes with a new filter for that, for the wet pickup tool and for the machine itself, so it's quite a thorough little kit. There is instructions on there telling you how to service the flow unit. If you were to put some defoamer in it, you would have to clean it afterwards. Let's put that back on. Is the solution line with a special little cap on the top. Has a little weight on, so that would just go in. So clip on. You run the solution line through your extraction tubes and hose. I have the full set of clips for it here as well. The little 2.5 inch upholstery nozzle, I can't remember if this actually came with the 8000 or not. I do have one for it, it actually looks brand new, so that was probably part of the refurbishment program, but I can't remember if that ever came with one when it was new. This one definitely would have, and I of course have the 8 inch VAX nozzle as well. This, I don't think I showed this in my original demo of this machine. Actually, I think my original demo was the other one, which had actually broken in the post, so you've probably never actually seen this actual machine. This, because there's no water pressurisation, I will demo this. You slide this onto the VAX nozzle like this, and you can regulate the airflow a little bit there, and that will help just to pull the solution through the tube initially until you get it to the head, and then you pull it off and you're set to go with the VAXing process. So hopefully the suppressor doesn't blow in this, because I do believe they have a suppressor inside in the electronic variable control circuit somewhere. I do have a service guide for these machines, but I haven't stripped this one down. They're so fragile, it's not going to be fun. I don't want to risk breaking them really. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, here we go. Just to note, the handle release on this are absolutely terrible. I can't operate it with my foot, so I always do it by hand. I've got the height set already. So here we go. Let's turn this down. Of the quick spill pickup tool for this. I have never used this. So this is a 250ml glass. I've hard filled it because that is the capacity of the quick spill nozzle, which is, oh quite frank, pretty shit. So, oh dear, I have spilt my drink. It's also gone onto the hard floor. So I'm just going to pull it off the back. Goes in the end. This rug's pretty threadbare, but I'm not particularly impressed. It's still extremely wet. There is a little clip here that is broken to remove the top. There's a little baffle to stop it going up into the machine, and the hose looks dry. So if I just show you how much it's picked up, it's pretty shit. Oh god, what were they thinking? Okay, now to set up for vaxing mode. I have flipped the rug around because I lost my footage, so this bit hasn't actually been washed yet. So we're going to flip the machine as well. Spill pickup tool is back. Tank, this is clean water at the top, dirty water at the bottom. It's a little bit awkward to set this up with the hose. Tank in. There is a latch here for it. Just got to try and get it all in place. Latch in like that. The hose goes in the top. Oops. So it goes over the top cable in like that. And this is now one assembly. I'll just move the machine up a little bit. Also, I'm going to adjust it now, variable power to maximum. The tubes and everything, I have pre-assembled these. Solution, I'm going to use some VAX AAA. Just put 2 litres in. Of 2 cats of this, 2 litres of water. This is warm water. The hose pre-assembled. This is very, very tough. It's meant to clip in, this solution line. I can't get it to clip in, so I'm just going to leave it dangling. It is vented anyway. It would normally just clip on the top like this. I'll push the machine a little bit further up. Solution line, so around the solution line, 4 clips on the hose, oops, it's a bit twisted, 3 for the tubes, so let's see what's there. One, 2, 3, that. Slide this on. So, push the machine a little bit further back. Okay.